I Just Work Here is an entertainment-based podcast. Please note that this show is for entertainment purposes only and should not be sourced as fact. The views and opinions expressed in this episode are our own and may not reflect reality or accurate information. We encourage listeners to seek verified sources for reliable information. Enjoy.
You are now
tuning in.
You are now tuning in.
I Just Work Here.
I just work here.
I just work here.
Hey, I just work here.
Holy shit! I'm gonna go!
Did you see the Snow White movie at all? Like, did you see the ratings or anything about all that shit yet?
I heard a lot of bad things, yeah. And I've seen some comment sections. It's like comment sections of fucking accounts that pulled that up. Very, very racist, gotta say.
Yeah, well, when you promote your movie the way she did, I mean, she brought politics into it and then wonders why people fucking don't like her.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I didn't know that part. All the stuff I'd seen it was based on race.
It's going down. It's gone down more because the last time I looked, it was at a 2.2 out of 10. It's at a 1.5 out of 10 on IMDb. No. Ooh, I've seen shitty fucking B-movie fucking horror movies on Tubi with better ratings than that. And this is a multi-million-dollar company, Disney. I bet they are just fucking freaking out.
Hopefully.
You don't need to bring politics into it. The way she fucking pushed it too, she's like,
I guess I never saw any of it.
Yeah, she said something about the guy, the prince or whatever that saved Snow White in the original. She called him like a stalker.
Oh.
In like the press shit and stuff. And she's like, this movie's more about how Snow White can become a strong, independent leader that she knows she is or something. I'm just like, why? Like,
why the fuck would you ever even say anything? Just shut the fuck up and let people figure it out. Mm-hmm. Hey, you wanna know what we could do to start this bitch off right?
What's that? Oh,
shit. The crisp, cold sound of an ice-cold can of Dr. Pepper.
Damn right.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to I Just Work Here podcast. I'm Bryce. I'm here with Brett.
How are we doing, everybody? Good to be back.
And we here for episode 6.
Oh, shit.
Where we talking about aliens.
Aliens. Oh, man. One of my favorites. Because, there's always been that whole idea of, is there something really out there, or are we just alone in the universe? Because like the quote says, both are equally terrifying. And you know what? I love the idea of aliens because there's a lot of new stuff that came out recently about aliens. And then I just seen a video not that long ago talking about Egypt. They used mapping shit. I don't know if you've seen that or not.
I just watched a bunch of it before you came here.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Where they found those cylinders, those tubes going down below the pyramids. Almost. Yeah, down to a black sarcophagus.
That's a fucking power source. And
it's vibrating.
The tip of it is the fucking energy beam. Because they were showing...
being summoned. We're being summoned to the intergalactic games.
Well, they were thinking that on, Skinwalker Ranch, they were talking about a possible power supply. So a ship would fly over it, sit there for a bit and charge up and then leave. I think it was like the triangle spot. It was the spot where they had a lot of issues and stuff. But yeah, so it makes you wonder if that's what the pyramids were, because I mean, that's what a lot of people thought they were in the first place.
Yeah, I knew the Egyptian pyramids are pretty special, but like I wonder, you get like, so, all right, this is a hot take possibly, but Egyptian pyramids, Egyptian pyramids are just straight tips, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of pyramids in Mexico, flat platform tops. Mm-hmm. So is it in Mexico where the Predator from the Alien versus Predator series, is that where they showed up to help build the pyramids?
Might be.
And gods, or the little green or the gray fucking alien ones. Those are the ones that helped build the Beacon pyramids.
Yeah.
In Giza.
Because I don't know.
That'd be pretty wild, would it not?
I think it was like the grays definitely in Giza. I don't think the tall whites would have been there. I think they're the kind that are the ones flying into the fucking ocean and shit. I don't know. Hard to say. I don't know.
This is gonna be a good fucking episode,
Haven't
dude.
fucking
I'm so
asked him.
fucking excited for this shit. Oh god, this is great. Oh. Viewer discretion is advised. These are all just speculation.
No,
of
that's
what we
real.
can be. Oh yeah, no. All intents and legal purposes, these are jokes. These are jokes and theories. But it's gonna be fun because like a lot of it. Come on, it's common knowledge now. It's very hard to not know about.
We just got all that declassified video of like, I mean, it's fucking still shitty. Like, can we get some goddamn HD video? Because I know they have it. They just haven't put it out yet. But
They
we
won't.
did.
They're like, oh, quality 240p.
Yep. You're welcome.
Pixels.
Yeah.
Dude, all right. So, I want to jump down, just break down the name, like the word alien, all right? Its definition basically more or less is belonging to a foreign country or nation.
Really?
Yeah. On like the Google aspect of it. It also has a different meaning if you go to like Urban Dictionary.
Okay. Well, I can about imagine.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So I decided not to do that because
That's
like
fair.
we're not that weird of a podcast yet. We're not that big. We can't do that. Not yet. But more or less it was, and there was part of it. that was
That's why
underneath.
all the fucking people get mad. They're extraterrestrials. They're not aliens.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, dude.
Yep.
Makes sense.
All right. So first things first. Do you believe in aliens, Brett?
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Do you believe in alien abductions and getting sodomized by aliens with butt probes?
Okay.
Or anal probes, whatever.
I don't think all aliens do that. I think there's certain ones out there, and I can get into that later when we get more, unless you want me to get into it now, but I don't think all aliens do that, but I do think some of them did.
At some point.
Because there's also been evidence of chips being planted in like heads and shit of people after they supposedly dreamt of getting abducted, and all of a sudden there's a weird fucking chip in them. And so they're definitely, some of them aliens are definitely putting things to track people. Now I don't know if they're shoving shit up your ass or not. That's beyond me. That's pretty fucking weird. But I mean, easy
That's
access.
fucking diabolical, dude.
Prison pocket, you know what I'm saying? like it's a good spot. I mean, you can hide some shit in there.
The old meat wallet.
But my point is, though, aren't you just gonna crap it out like later? Like, I'm lactose intolerant, man. Like, you ain't probing me.
Oh, God. Plot twist is just a fucking thermometer.
Yeah. You fell in the shower and got a shampoo bottle up your ass. Do you remember that? Do you remember that guy? It was like, how did you end up with it? And he's just like, I fell in the shower. And they're like, you did not fall in the shower. Man, we're starting off real weird on this one. But I mean, we are talking about aliens. It is time to get weird. Get your weirdness on.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Also, super stoked. Was watching the ratings on the views on episode 5 yesterday because it had just dropped yesterday on the day of this recording or whatever, or the day before the recording. And I watched. I clicked on it first because you didn't send it to me. You didn't send me this one.
Yeah.
To listen to through first.
Bryce did not get to review this one.
No, I didn't. So I was flying blind. So as soon as I woke up and checked it, I went, oh shit. So I started playing it I was literally laying in bed and I clicked on it on YouTube. So I was the first play.
Woo!
And then I heard it played for like a minute and a half and then I shut it off, went to Spotify, clicked on it, started playing it off Spotify so I can use it in the work truck and shit, going to work. Listen to the whole thing, bro.
Yeah.
Before I even did anything special.
Yeah, it was a good
Straight
one.
up.
I like that one a lot.
It's really, I think that's one of our shortest.
It's actually not.
It's an hour 21.
Yeah, it's not our shortest.
Oh, what's our hour 16?
I think our shortest is like 118 or something like that.
Damn. Okay.
So I mean, it was pretty close, but
yeah. Normally, I think
the episode itself is shorter because we did have a lot of like discussion at the end. But
episode 3 itself is it 2 or 3? One of them was an hour 45.
yeah, it's probably 2.
Yeah. Shout out Max.
Yeah, shout out Max.
Hell yeah. Got to get him back on here when we talk about the upcoming football seasons. We'll be covering that in what I like to consider the next season. So I got to ask you.
Okay.
Do you know where is there ever, do you think, been a moment, I guess, that you could trust the history of aliens? Like in our history as humans, like where aliens have happened?
Well,
alien activities, more or less.
Yeah.
Se.
Well, there's
extraterrestrial, I should say.
Yeah, it's super weird because sometimes things like cryptids cross over into that too. And I mean, and then there's like accounts and stuff. Like there was the school children, I think in Africa, that like a fucking UFO landed in their courtyard, and all these kids went outside and saw these aliens come out and then get back in their ship and fly off. Like a bunch of kids.
Damn.
Kids like make shit up, but how would they all make up the exact same story like that? You know what I'm saying?
That'd be scary as fuck.
Yeah.
Especially if they were like the signs aliens, bro. Dude. Fuck that. I'm running, dude. I'm running as an adult.
Or, I mean, you also have the Flatwoods Monster and stuff. Like a bunch of people saw that, but then there's different drawings of it. But I mean, when you're seeing it at a distance, it's hard to say. But it could be one of them things because some of them said it was more like skinny, like not skinny, but like skin, I guess. And then the other ones were saying it was metal.
Oh.
So it could have had forms, you know. Maybe there's two different forms it had.
It's got two different skins.
I don't know. Hard to say because when you think about aliens, you have to think on a higher level than
you
what
can't
we
think
have.
of like Fortnite characters.
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry, but that's the first thing that came to my mind when you were like, they have two different standards. I'm like, two skins.
Yeah,
that was the first thought I had. It was, let's edit the same skin.
You got to think about it like this because there was another story I heard about these aliens that abducted this guy, and they gave him like form-fitting clothes, and when he put them on, they like fit to his skin perfectly. So I mean, you never know. Maybe they just can like change their clothing or change the way they look or anything, because a lot of them use like telepathy, from what I understand. Like they can speak to you mentally without even opening their mouths. So if they could do that, I mean, what else can they do? You know, they could probably change their form.
So are you telling me that aliens or extraterrestrials are the original users of the Force?
Very well could be.
I've been waiting to fucking do that. I've been waiting 5 episodes to do that exactly, dude. I want you to understand that.
What is that?
It's been almost 3 months. I'm pretty sure that was The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Oh, I was thinking the fucking I can't think of it.
Or I don't fucking know.
No.
I don't know. I don't think it's from The Good, and Bad, and the Ugly. I don't know. I can't remember where it's from, but
The whistle is,
yeah,
it definitely is. I was thinking
don't do that shit outside in the woods at night. Tell you that, viewer discretion. Do not do that in the woods outside.
Unless you are in Cheshire, there's a cryptid called the hedge call, and if it whistles at you, you have to whistle back or it'll kill you.
I would start flirting with it through whistles.
Yeah, dude.
I'd be like,
yeah, dude.
damn, I'm a cheetah. Come here. All of a sudden, I'm getting fucking skinned alive, and I'm like, oh, it feels so good.
It's a women's rights activist hedge call, and it attacks you for whistling at it or catcalling it.
She just comes walking up, about ready to slit my throat. Just goes, could have just said,
yeah,
would have been way better.
Could have said, nah, thanks. Just kept walking.
Yeah, could have not said anything at all, buddy.
Whatever.
And you're just like, oh, okay, Karen. Mm-hmm. Eat it, dick. One thing I wanted to just kind of throw out there, aliens or extraterrestrials have like deeper roots in like ancient physiology and scientific speculation per se, I guess. And, you know, everybody kind of thinks like, all right, well, every generation has got to have its smart people, like its early thinkers or its masterminds, entrepreneurs, whatever. Mm-hmm. So like you definitely see the thought of like being ancient, no problem, especially with the ancient aliens fucking shit all over History Channel. And like,
oh yeah,
it was aliens, you know, like, all right.
I'll tell you what, the Egyptians get fucking pissed when you bring up aliens.
Uh-huh.
They get mad. They're like, we did that. I'm like, okay, fuck, sorry.
Yeah, but you don't hear nobody pulling out aliens for the pyramids in Mexico.
No.
As Andrew Schultz said, they had a quinceañera on fucking Saturday and had that bitch up by Wednesday.
Damn right. Fuck yeah, they did.
The alien showed and said, no, go help the Egyptians. We got these.
Isn't it weird, though, how the ones is it the Mayan ones? They're like the same structure, shape, like placement as the ones in Giza.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Like, how the fuck? Like, you can't tell me that there wasn't something flying way up in the air that decided that's where they wanted them placed.
Well, just think about it. They weren't that far. They weren't too terribly far away.
Yeah.
Back, because I'm assuming all that was Pangea.
It very well could have been.
I'm assuming that was Pangea.
It's hard to say because they do geodate the pyramids to like 6,000 years old or something like that.
Yeah.
They want to say like 4,000, but then they say the Sphinx there was like 10,000, so or more.
Yeah. Plus, we have how many broken gaps in history that are not fully.
Shout out Tartaria.
Facts, bro. Fucking facts, dude. I get heated every time I talk about that shit, dude. It just pisses me
It's
off.
like me
I'm
with
God,
avocados, dude.
fuck avocados.
I know, fuck them things.
So, do you want to know how many people have in this country, in the USA, have reported alien abduction or being abducted by aliens?
Dude, I can't even imagine. It's got to be a lot.
6,000 people annually.
My God, annually. Oh,
About 1% of the US population overall has mentioned being abducted by aliens.
well, let's say like 10% of those are probably realistic because the rest are probably just, clout chasers that want to get a little piece of the action. They believe so hard that they want it to exist, so they'll just look at anything and it's alien, They see a shooting star. Holy shit, look at that thing. We're like,
I see a shooting star, I fucking duck, dude. I don't want him pulling up on me, homie.
I'm just listening
Real dog. And I'm like, oh no.
for the turbulence on them things.
The shooting star pulls up on me and says, free Young Thug. I'm ducking so fast, bro. And I'm shouting back, I'm pretty sure he is free.
I just don't want them shouting in Japanese. That's my problem.
Fuck. Yeah. If I hear, I swear to God, if I see a shooting star, I'm using air quotes, you can't see it, but if I see a shooting star and I hear, here comes the sun,
Oh, God.
I'm accepting it. It's over. It's over.
It's like I said in the last episode, you better get your head in between your legs.
Kiss your ass goodbye.
Exactly.
So, all right. On the topic of aliens, I want to ask, what's your top 5 alien movies
Alien movies?
of all time? Like your top 5 go-to. And start with 5 and work your way in.
Paul.
5. Number 5 is Paul.
Yeah, that one's there.
That's a damn good movie. I think if I had a top 10, you'd probably be like number 7.
I've watched that movie so many fucking times.
Do you
It's a
have it
banger.
on DVD?
Somewhere?
Fuck, you should have brought it with, dude.
Yeah. I do like the Alien series, of course. I mean, that's just a classic at this point.
Oh yeah, facts.
Let me think here. I gotta look it up here. Probably cut some of this dead space out, but I just gotta think here. I don't watch a lot of alien movies, I guess. The Thing is a fucking banger. You ever seen that shit?
Yeah.
That is disturbing
Gruesome.
as hell.
Ugh.
Men in Black. That one's so good.
And it is also a classic.
Oh shit, dude. Did you ever see Super 8?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever see District 9?
Oh yeah, dude.
Neil Blomkamp?
Bro, I've been fucking waiting like almost 15 years for District 9 to come out with either a District 9.2 or 9 Part 2 or District 10.
Yeah.
And they never fucking did.
I don't know if he ever will.
No, I don't think so either. But I heavily debate. Actually, you know what? I am gonna change that because you know what? No. It's fine. It's fine.
Well, okay.
I'm trying to I got my top 5 over here.
Do ya?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say I can go through mine if you want to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Unless you're good.
Yeah, no, those are my picks because like I don't watch a lot of alien movies, but I've seen all of them and I like all of them. So,
all right, my top 5. Gotta say, number 5, we're starting with Battleship.
okay,
You seen that one?
no,
Pull it up on Google
okay, gotcha.
or pull it up on YouTube. Pull up the trailer.
Hold on a minute. Battleship.
Yeah, I should show you the boat with all the guns.
Trailer. 2012, is it?
Yeah, just type in Battleship trailer on YouTube,
Okay.
and it should be the video.
Oh my god. That was loud. Okay, nice.
You ready for this?
I'm going to walk up to him, look him right in the eyes.
What are you gonna say?
Your daughter is the best thing that has happened to me in my entire life.
What are you gonna say?
To have your permission to marry her.
I'm gonna fuck your dumb.
What is wrong with you? You went from enlisted to an officer faster than anyone in the history of the United States.
Wait a minute.
But I have never, ever seen a man waste himself better than you.
That's Qui-Gon Jinn from Star Wars.
To me. Enjoy the
It's fucking Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Likely to be your last.
Fuck's this got to do with aliens?
Shut the fuck up.
Rich to you.
Watch the thing. It's funny.
Get a team in the RIP to investigate this thing.
Oh shit, here we go.
Copy, sir.
Got something in the water.
It's got Rihanna in it.
Oh yeah, Rihanna.
Sure.
Oh shit. That was like me when I shoved a fork in the outlet at 4 years old. Oh shit. Stephen King would have loved the fucking dome on that thing. Alien pirates.
I have your video and my video going at the exact same time.
That's good.
I'm so stoked about that now. All the sound is matching my screen.
Prepare to fire.
Sir, which weapons?
All of them. Well, that's fucking
It's
wild.
so dope, bro. Oh my god, it is so dope. So that's my number 5, dude. Mm-hmm. All right. The next one is Prey.
Prey.
Prey on Hulu. Oh my god, that is a great movie.
Oh shit. I think I fucking started this one. Got 2 fucking Alien versus Predator for me, so I was like, fuck this.
This is just Predator.
Is it Predator?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that makes sense then. I was like, why does this feel like Predator?
That's the point. Yeah. This is their first trip. At some in the fucking logic of this is they come to the planet once every rotation, which is like 50 years.
I might fucking watch this tonight. This looks
so,
fire.
dude, it's so dope. Are you playing it?
No. We're going to be here all day watching these fucking trailers.
All right, whatever. It's so dope. It's dope. That's number 4.
Yeah, okay.
Number 3 is the Tomorrow War. I've
Yes.
already talked about that one.
I've seen that one.
That's
that was
a
the
good
one with
one.
them fucking...
White spikes.
Yeah, that was cool as fuck,
That
honestly.
fucking guttural noise they make.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I like when movies have really cool
Yeah.
sounds like that. That was
Like, yeah.
flying past them and shit. I was like, whoa.
And when they hit your
Yep.
I'm
Got
like,
some
damn.
fucking power behind them bitches.
Bitch has got torque.
Yeah.
All right, my number, that's, so Tomorrow War is number 3. Mm-hmm. Number 2 is Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim, that sounds familiar too.
Yeah, it's got Charlie Hunnam in it.
Oh yeah.
A couple other people. I can't remember their names. Like one guy's from Sunny in Philadelphia. It's Always Sunny.
And that thing's an
That's got
alien.
Idris Elba. No, that's a Jaeger. They designed to fight
All right.
aliens.
Well, that seems kind of fucking wild of a
It
name.
is dope as fuck. What?
Jaeger.
The Jaegers. Yeah, a Jaeger pilot.
I'm gonna stop saying it. It feels like something bad's gonna slip out on accident.
Mein Kampf.
I don't know. I don't know. it sounds like a slur.
It sounds like a slur. Jägermeister, bro.
Oh, okay, true. Dear God.
Yeah.
That's what I call it, because you meet Dear God at the end of the night on that shit.
Jesus
the
Christ.
deer on there with the cross above its head. You meet him.
Wow. All right. Now I've drank quite a lot of Jaeger in my days, and it's the quickest way to time travel.
It is.
Last shot, boom, wake up in your bed with the keys in your hand.
The
Your car in
speed
the
of a
yard.
deer, man.
You're like,
What did you say?
I said you wake up, you take that last shot, you take the last shot, blink, wake up in your bed with the keys in your hand, your car in the yard, and piss in your pants, dog. And you're like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, dude.
And then you go to move and you're like, oh God, and then the headache hits. But then you got to shit.
It's bad. And then your
Jägermeister
pee is like
is,
fucking brown. It's just not good.
Jägermeister is supposed to help you like digest. It's like a digestant for Germans. That's why they keep it so cold.
I do wonder is Jaeger like anywhere near like absinthe, because it tastes about the same. It's just not as good.
Absinthe tastes like black licorice.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Fucking ew.
It's because of the wormwood and the anise in it that make it taste like that.
Ew.
But anyway, we're getting really fucking off.
Yeah. Well, we ended up going to liquor, and we're cutting the whole liquor part out probably.
I don't know.
I'd love to.
Okay, fair.
And then I'll tell you this. Number 1 on my top 5. The single-handed greatest alien movie ever created, because it was filmed right here in the Badlands of South Dakota and
shit.
North Dakota, baby. Let's go. Starship Troopers.
Oh, shit.
Fucking Johnny Rico. It's got Neil Patrick Harris in it. Oh my God, Denise Richards is in it.
Yeah, any other?
I can't remember.
Dina Meyer. Casper Van Dien.
Casper Van Dien. That's who plays Johnny Rico.
Yeah. Cool.
Denise Richards.
That's a classic.
Denise
Ooh.
Richards in the 90s, brother.
That fucking reminds me.
Woo.
You ever seen the movie Stargate before?
I think I watched like part of it, and then I was like, this is a ripoff of Star Trek.
Kinda.
It was on Sci-Fi Channel a lot.
It's kind of a piece of shit movie, but I love it. They find that fucking gate, and then they end up like, there's like these fucking Egyptian ass alien looking things that are like trying to kill them, and they're like trying to get. I don't know. It's been a minute, but it was a banger.
Do you know what fucking movie I wish was like, to me, was scarier than any alien related movie ever? Cannibalism on Wrong Turn. That's oof. Like I can watch people get killed by aliens all day long.
Yeah.
But watching them get killed by humans and then oh God.
Yeah, dude.
Something about that like just makes me fucking ick.
Yeah, dude. I want to see a goddamn horror movie with aliens that's actually scary. Cause like
Just fucking Prey will give you that if you watch it at night for the first time.
that's fair. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, check it out. It's on Hulu.
Pretty goofed up.
Pretty goofed up. Yeah.
But I'm saying like some like Blair Witch type shit. Cause Blair Witch was a big letdown too. Like it could have been way cooler.
But that like started
Oh yeah.
that was the
yeah.
pioneer.
It's kind of like Silent Hill too. Like that could have been so much more too, but it's just
I
like,
was thinking more like it could have been better. Any Paranormal Activity movie other than the first one.
that fucking movie. Even the first one, I was like, this is stupid as hell.
That still scared the shit out of me when I was like 12.
Everybody was like, and I'm like, what? I was like, well, as somebody who watched Silent Hill at like the age of like 8, I mean, no, nothing affects me anymore is basically what I'm saying.
That's fair. So I gotta ask, moving on to the next topic here. What do you
I drop it every time.
what, your fucking vape?
Yes.
Jesus.
All right.
How familiar are you with the Roswell incident in 1947?
I have a pretty good understanding of it.
Tell
I might
me what
have some
you know.
shit mixed up. So from what I gather, there was a crash out in the fucking desert, out by this little fucking town by Rachel, Nevada. And they had obtained a small human. or they claim that it was a small Russian human or something like that had crashed. And then I'm not sure if this is the same case, but people picked up the metal from the crash. People were, scalping it before the government got there. And this metal, you could like bend it and it would go back to its form or something. It was like you could heat it. It was like a magic metal where it could like, the details are spotty. It's been a long time since I've like looked into it, but from what I gather, there was something really special about the material that was made. And I remember watching something, this guy saved it for years. And then all of a sudden he went back to find it and it was gone. Which it's like, okay, did you actually have the metal then? But then again, he showed a bunch of people and they all said it was like, you could heat it and stuff and it would like go back to its form or something. But then there is a metal that does that. You can like bend it and then drop it in hot water and it'll reshape itself. But it wasn't like that. It was something to do with...
It was non-earth materials.
It was, but it wasn't. It was a alloy of a bunch of metals that made it do this weird characteristic that we have not discovered yet, basically.
Huh. Probably because there was an element on there that is not on our periodic table.
Oh. Very well could be.
We only found out what part of it is.
Oh.
Because we don't understand the whole periodic table. Our periodic table to me seems like a very small fucking South Dakota sized section of a intergalactic periodic table. Mm-hmm. Because there's so much shit on other planets that we don't know about. Mm-hmm. We don't know how to harness. We don't know anything what its properties are, if it's flammable, if it's toxic, if it's cleaning purposes, or if it's a fuel.
Once you get past the known elements, because I really do in space, I think everything works on the same basis. So a lot of planets do have the same elements we have or we know of. But I think the further you get out, the weirder shit might get and not really apply to the same rules as it does here.
Dude. As soon as I hear anything about dark matter, I'm like, all right, there goes all physical laws.
Exactly.
Peace out.
Because I know they talk about, like they even talk about it in Zombies on COD, the element 115, and they think that that's the fucking power source that these crafts are using to bend time, basically.
Element 115? Mm-hmm. Yeah, which I could definitely see. So, but I mean, you know what the cover story is?
What's that?
For the Roswell incident? The military said it was a... The military said that it was a military weather balloon designed to track Soviet nuclear tests.
Of course.
And fly way above anything that their radar could touch and just hover.
Mm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it failed and crashed. That's their story.
Okay.
In 1978, retired Air Force officer Jesse Marcel revealed that the Army's weather balloon claim had been a cover story and speculated that the debris was of extraterrestrial origin. And then it was popularized by the 1980 book, The Roswell Incident. Mm-hmm. The speculation became the basis for a long-lasting and increasing complex and contradictory UFO conspiracy theories. And over time expanded the incident to include government concealing evidence of extraterrestrial beings, gray aliens, multiple crash saucers, alien corpses, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Autopsies and reverse engineering of extraterrestrial technology. I can support that shit. Mm-hmm. I want to see what the fuck that shit can do because we have it now. And let's see if it benefits us.
Well, that actually goes Bob Lazar, who's had the same exact story.
He owned Skinwalker Ranch at one point.
He did?
Yes, because he was on Rogan for it, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know if
he's the one that filmed. He's the one that did the documentary on Skinwalker Ranch.
Probably that. I don't think, because I know...
I thought he owned it for a couple of years.
He might have, but I don't think he did. I think you're thinking of... oh, shit. I can't think of his name. He was a fucking billionaire, millionaire, whatever. He had a team where they were doing it. It was Robert Bigelow owned it from 96 to 2016. And then Brandon Fugel bought it not that long ago. But yeah, no, Bob Lazar's story, he talks about how they had this craft in this room and he saw it. And that's what they were doing was they were working on reverse engineering the entire thing.
That shit gets me going, dude.
I know.
That would be so... Do you know how sick it'd be to fucking figure out fuelless jetpacks?
Dude,
Fuelless jetpacks?
The thing it terrifies me more is because here's the deal, you know, like we have the Second Amendment with guns so we can protect ourselves from the government. Well, what the fuck happens when the government comes out with fucking UFOs and just
Alien guns.
you want to resist?
Oh my God, it turns into Halo.
Yeah, pretty much. We're over here with these fucking primitive pieces of crap.
And they got they got shard shooters and shit.
Well, because there was a whole protest going on in Serbia not too long ago, and they used a fucking sound cannon.
Yeah,
on the
I
crowd.
saw that.
And people were saying it felt like you're standing in the middle of the road and two semis drove past you.
Jesus.
Yeah. You can blow out your eardrums. Like they should use that more for like violent things. You know what I mean? Like it just
A bombing run would be sick. Imagine putting that sound cannon on the bottom of a fucking of a plane, just doing a flyover.
Yeah.
And just watch it destroy everything in its path.
It probably could.
That's fucking ridiculous, dude.
Spooky.
I'm about it though. I want to see what we can find out. And other than Roswell, New Mexico, when you think of aliens, what's the next thing you think of?
Oh man, there are so many. I mean, my
only
favorite one
comes to mind.
What's that?
Which one do you think?
My favorite one is the story of Indrid Cold, but I've talked about that in the past. But what were you thinking?
Area 51.
Oh, for sure.
That's the
Always.
only one that when aliens, it's Roswell, New Mexico, and then Area 51. That is literally it. Also, if any of you are listening actually went to Area 51 in 2020,
Yeah.
props to you.
I know.
I thought everyone there was going to die.
I know a podcast that went there, and they interviewed people that were there. It wasn't a lot of people there.
No, I know. It was like a 1,500, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't
At the most. There was like 4.5 million people said they were going, and the actual, like, the government got scared.
Yeah, you seen them with
were
the
like,
fucking
oof.
Naruto run photos, and they were training their soldiers about it. It's like, oh my god.
This supposedly gives them an extra ability to run faster. Shoot ahead of them. That's all I can think of. Shoot ahead of them. Lead them. Don't chase them.
They're running like fucking Sonic the Hedgehog.
You can catch
down
him
the
in
hill.
the skull if you do it at the right angle. You're one and done. Just a little pank and he's on the ground.
But the thing that was weird about that is a lot of people that were there said the fucking the guards were way too good looking. Like they looked like actors.
At what, Area 51? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Like they didn't look like actual like guards. They looked like they were paid actors because they were really like attractive, I guess. Isn't that just strange?
That's suspicious.
Isn't
well, I mean, no, because because rich people were doing that shit with the Dakota Access Pipeline, the No DAPL protest. There were people there that didn't fucking deserve to be there, didn't need to be there, shouldn't have been there. And people got killed for that shit.
That is fair. Yeah, I guess if you work in Area 51, you're not going to show your face at all. So why would they put actual guards that do work there? Like, you know.
They probably just pulled some from another station. It was like, you're going to be here all day.
And they were just like,
Special assignment. Y'all get to look pretty.
watch a bunch of fucking
Retards run around. I'm super fast.
troglodytes fucking going whoop, whoop by the borderline.
You just hear, hear me, brothers.
Just a fucking horde of people come running over the hill.
Yeah, dude.
Dust cloud, you hear the low rumble. It's like putting your head on the ground so you can hear the bad guys coming.
Yeah. It's just, all I could think of is just thousands of people in perfect unison walking, singing We Will Rock You by Queen. Dude.
You just hear it.
And I hear thousands.
Oh, it's like the JBL meme, but it's like way off in the distance.
And like they come up over the hill. Yeah, baby. And they just fucking rock your shit. God damn, that's funny. Dude, you know Trump has a JBL speaker?
I seen that.
That video?
Yep.
I got that sent to me like 4 times, and I was like, first off, they were not listening to Fetty Wap.
Oh, God. Whoever edited that did such a good job, too.
Yeah, dude. I was like, I don't know if this is. I had to watch it like 4 times, and I was like, is this the original? I was like, it can't be. There's no way Trump's going to bust out Fetty Wap. Dude's in prison right now.
That would be crazy. But yeah, when it comes to Area 51, that was always a thing of mystery for me. I remember me and my buddy were sitting there on Google Earth looking at different shit. I was showing him all the stuff I found. Like I found I think it was a grain bin, but the light was hitting it perfect, and it had like this like star shape. And I'm like, see, that's a portal, dude. And then he's like, it's like, holy shit. And he's like, are we supposed to be looking at this? I'm like, I don't know, man. And then we're looking at Area 51.
You're such a prick.
We're
dude,
zooming in and shit.
It wasn't a portal.
I don't know. I thought it was at the time. I was fucking like 12.
Oh, God.
So then we're looking at Area 51. I found a spot out in the middle of the desert that had a giant KFC logo on Google Earth. And I was like, why is this here? It's covering something up. So we're looking at this shit. My grandpa calls and it rings on the fucking fax machine and shit. Like that's how old this is. And we ran down in the basement so fucking fast. We didn't even look at the phone number, just fucking bolted, shut the computer off.
They know.
Because we thought we were like looking into shit we weren't supposed to. We're on the fucking deep web looking on Google Earth.
Good Lord. Used to look at watch the guy bring a coworker bring his fucking computer into Jimmy John's once. He pulled out the dark web fucking browser.
Tor. The Onion.
At work.
What a psycho. But I mean, if I'm going to go on there, I'm probably going to go do it at a Subway or somewhere that's not my home internet.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I was like, you have balls. He goes, no, did you check it out? Look at this. And I was like,
look at all these drugs you can buy.
Oh, he was more on like the really sketchy videos, like the page with the 10 links. Mm-hmm. He was on that page.
Oh yeah.
He clicked number 1, and I was like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna go make a sandwich. And he
heard some horror stories about that. And I'm good.
Yeah,
where they just take over your computer and you can't get out of it.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good. The NSA is really good at what they do, but like I'm good, bro. Mm-hmm. So with Area 51, that's always been like the alien, like, ooh, there's fucking saucers.
Because we didn't know about it for a long time, and it's been there forever.
Well, yeah, but it's not I hope everyone understands that it is literally, the base is underground.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like massive underground base. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it's adjacent to Area 15.
Oh.
Which I believe is also an underground base.
Could be.
So I could see them being connected.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe Area 15 is where everything's being stored.
Yeah.
But Area 51 is where they come into land.
Yeah.
Aliens. Dude, I fucking told you I've been waiting like 3 months for this, dude. I'm so excited.
Yeah, well, I mean, you would think, with just the technology and shit we have, you'd think there'd just be tunnels that go on for miles, like highway systems that are literally just underground.
According to my fucking TikTok algorithm, there's underground roads or underground highways where you can travel up to 2,000 miles an hour.
If you're a celebrity.
In a car. And I'm like, how? You're in a fucking Mercedes.
Yeah.
Mercedes don't go that fast.
The road moves too. It's like it's like those airport escalators that you walk on.
That's wild, but it just blows my mind. I'm like, okay, cool. And they're like, yeah, you can get from New York to LA in like 45 minutes.
That'd be fucking kind of cool.
I was like, huh, fuck that.
Yeah.
The guy also said that you could go from like Washington, Washington State down to like Brazil.
Oh, yeah, that I doubt.
I was like, under the US I could see it, but under the rest of the world, I don't know.
Once you get an ocean in there, then it kind of, you'd have to be pretty fucking deep.
Also, quick question. With those tunnels with the aliens, or not the aliens, Jesus, the Egyptians, the
coil, like
the coil, like
cylinders that go down. How did they say how far down those went?
2,000 feet.
Holy fucking shit!
Yeah.
Whoa.
I believe it's 2,000 or more.
Like they looked impressive from the image, but then again, it was scaling it to the pyramid. I've never seen the pyramid, but I've seen photos. But yeah, now that I think about it, that would, because it was like, it looked taller than the pyramids themselves.
They are. They're like 2,000. They go down 2,000 feet.
Mm-hmm. And then there's like a box at the bottom.
There's a black, not cylinder. There's like a black box down there that's vibrating at a frequency that's just above human hearing.
Do you think it's full of just some kind of element or something?
I think it's an. You want me to be dead honest with you?
Yeah.
I could see it being a celestial being that just got woken up.
It's something living down there.
Well, I think it was where somebody got locked away.
Oh. Something.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Like a celestial, godlike creature that got locked away.
Well, the day is not over, my friend. If the prophecy that all these select Christian groups are going off of, that for some reason this blood moon and solar eclipse together matter.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll pop out at the end of the day and we're going to go, oh, fuck.
That's true. But with the idea of that, just want to ask, are you familiar with the movie Godzilla versus Kong and Kong X Godzilla?
Well, I'm familiar with it, but I've never watched them.
They're really good, by the way. You should watch them.
It's just not my kind of movie, but
it's dope, dude.
We'll see.
The new Empire one, probably my favorite. It's sick. You get to watch an orangutan get his ass whooped. It's fucking sick. They use a mini orangutan as like a fucking bag, like a purse, like an old lady swinging her purse at people. It's fucking hilarious. But anyway, in Godzilla and Kong, there's like a bunch of, I think there's a spin-off series or two, but they use the hollow earth theory.
Yeah.
I don't entirely believe the flat earth theory and the ice wall. Believing in the ice wall means you have to kind of believe in the ice or in the flat earth theory, because it's many worlds. You just have different barriers on that.
Yeah, but then the distance would be further out all the way around.
I'm just saying they're linked, and I don't believe either at this point.
I don't believe in the hollow earth because I believe there's caverns with fucking lizard people, but that's a whole nother story for another day. I don't know if it's true, but I think it's fascinating if it is.
Watch it just be like mutated. It'd be like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but like Arizona edition. And they're just like, hey man, get me the fuck out of here. You're supposed to deliver my pizza.
Dude, them fucking things though, it's spooky to me, but cave sightings.
Oh yeah.
The missing people in the caves or whatever.
We're doing next episode?
Ooh, shit. We could do some missing 411.
Should we call the numbers and say, Mommy, I miss you, and then hang up?
No. That's crazy, dog. It's like seeing the phone number with the dog and going, and then hanging up. Some fuck shit, dude. Don't do that. You're a fucking piece of shit. It's like, there's this show I'm watching. The guy's like, we need to do some good deeds because this bad shit's been happening to us. So he goes and fucking, he's like, I'm going to find this cat. And she's like, it's been missing for 2 years. It's probably dead. He's like, I'm going to find it. So what does she do? She goes and finds a cat that looks similar. And she's like, we'll give this one to him. He's like, I don't think that's how that works. And she's like, no, it'll work. Just
Did they do it?
No. At the end of I was like, that would be so fucking horrible. Somebody returns your cat or dog and it's not actually your cat or dog. It just looks the same.
Bro, that happened to me. I got hit up on Facebook for King being out there. Like, oh, we found this dog. And I'm like, it's a King Corso, yes, but not my dog. I was getting phone calls, text messages. I got 6 phone calls, 5 text messages, and like 15 Facebook tags, comments, and fucking messages within 30 minutes.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I was so fucking annoyed.
Yeah, I believe it.
I was like, what the fuck? And I was trying to wire shit. So I had my music playing on my phone through the speaker at the shop. I'm like trying to, like, I'm laying like tucked away somewhere wiring shit. And I just hear my music stop playing. And I would literally just lay there and listen to that bitch vibrate. And then it would shut off, and I'd be like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
And then it'd start again, and I was like, dude, what the fuck?
Anyway, point being.
You know, if I got abducted by aliens, I'd probably, honestly, like genuinely, I'd freak out.
Oh, yeah.
And then once I'm done freaking out, I'd probably ask, hey, can I have my cigarettes back? Mm-hmm. And do you have a Dr. Pepper?
Yeah.
And then I'm probably going to get knocked out or killed or, I don't know, probed.
He pulls out a silver can and all of a sudden the like logo pops up on it, and turns into one. You're like, oh, this is a Pepsi one. And you're like, sweet.
I swear to God, dude, we just went to the store earlier before we recorded, and all they had was bottled by Pepsi Dr. Pepper. And I was like, I'll take the fucking can.
Yep.
I'll take the can. It tastes different. If you don't taste the difference between Coke bottling and Pepsi bottling,
If you're a Pepsi
you're the
connoisseur, not Pepsi, if you're a Dr. Pepper connoisseur, you know the difference.
You damn right. If you don't, you're not a connoisseur. This shit's like 8% of my bloodstream at that point.
But to go back to that, there was a guy, he got abducted by aliens, and he was supposed to lose his memory, and for some reason didn't. And he remembers going up on the craft, and it was like everything was smooth. All the angles and everything were just smooth. And then all of a sudden, the aliens went up to this wall, and the wall, all this like display kind of like showed up, I guess. So like faded in. And then the aliens just stood there, and they could like link their mind to it to control the ship. And basically, he was like panicking, and they said like something about like, you'll be fine, you know? And all of a sudden he felt this wave of like calmness come over him. Like he was still internally like freaking out, but he felt calm, and it was like he couldn't control it.
That's kind of fucking wild.
That's so fucking scary to me because, and then like I said, they asked him, and they said, we're going to move a bunch of humans to this planet that's a lot like Earth. So you're basically going to be starting over for the greater good. Do you want to do it? And he said no. He said, okay, well, we're going to wipe your mind and put you back with your family and all this stuff. Because that was the thing. He had like, it would be cool if you had nothing to live for on this planet. Like you really just didn't feel like, and you had aliens abduct you and say, we're going to take you to this planet and you're going to live there. And you're just like, shit.
Can I get some can I find a machine that makes Marlboro Southern Cuts and not get lung cancer? Yeah? Sick. Sign me up, dog.
Yeah, let's go.
Yo, can I bring my fam, please?
They would have said no.
I'd have been like, can I bring my dog?
Maybe.
Snatch King.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
My fiance would be so pissed, dude. Just disappear in the middle of the night.
Well, they think that's what happened. There's another case where this guy was in his yard. He was walking and just disappeared.
Just gone?
And there's a spot in the grass that has not grown. His family has no clue what happened. They watched it happen.
And he's
just gone.
Teleport.
And never came back.
That's a new way to say I'm going to get the milk.
Yeah, honestly.
Homie went to get the milk, never came back.
My father should have taken some notes.
Damn. Oof. That's fucking violent.
Would have done a lot better for this world if he'd have just fucking disappeared.
Whoops, big hoss. Would you break?
I just pulled this off. We're good.
Quit breaking shit.
I'm sorry. But then this also goes back to the story of Indrid Cold. Do you have more that you want to talk about, or did you go through everything?
I mean, there's a couple things I could probably spot on, but go ahead.
Okay. So the cool story about Indrid Cold was this guy, and I'll probably get more into detail about this, like where we cover all the actual details of it, because I think it's very important, because there's a lot I'm going to be leaving out here talking about this. But the guy was like driving home one night, and this fucking craft flew in front of his car and slowed his ass down with it. And then this man got out and walked up to the car. This man had this huge smile on his face, like really unnerving, just fucking, you're fucking there. And he was sitting there and he's like, what the hell? He didn't feel panicked at all though.
Yeah, he felt just chill.
Yeah. And this man walks up to the car and you could hear his voice and he said, roll down your window. I need to talk to you. And he said, and he was just like, okay. rolls down the window. Like, no questioning about it. Like, he knew there was no threat here. It was like Indrid was putting that into his mind, like, that he wasn't a threat, and he just understood it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like me with the cats when you pet them and they finally come to you. You know, they're like the wild ones.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, I'm not a threat, I promise. I'm not going to hurt you.
I'm chilling.
Then you
chilling.
pick them up and squeeze them. Okay.
Wow. Okay. Holy shit.
But anyway, so he basically talks to him and he asks him like what he did for work and all this. And then he's just like, okay, you have a nice night. I'll be seeing you again soon. He gets back in his craft and leaves. Anyway, later on, like, I don't know how long the time passed. It wasn't like a long time, but the man shows up at his door and they go out to the back porch and they're talking or whatever. And he's basically telling him about how the world really works. And I can't remember all the details, but he was just talking to him about everything, like from the government to like everything. And like basically telling him that people on planets is not that common. So when they find them, they have to observe them. But he said there's people on his planet that are working with our government that are not good. They don't have our interest in mind, us humans. And he wanted to come there and warn us, basically. He went on his own to come to Earth and find a human to talk to tell them about this. Under the radar of his own government, basically.
God damn.
Mm-hmm. And so this went on for a while. Like, he actually had people come with him. Like, Indrid Cold had other whatever they are. But they looked human. There was something just slightly off about them.
They were like just human, but more like almost too perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a clone.
Mm-hmm. It was like they were masking themselves. Well, I think that goes to the thing with like the creepy ass smile, because you look at billboards of humans, they're all smiling
all the time. And
it's kind of, and if you're trying to mimic that, you're going to be doing it wrong. You know what I mean? It's not going to have that sincere kind of like welcoming. It's going to be more
sinister.
Yeah, exactly. Cause you're trying too hard. And you can see that with some girls on Snapchat stories where it's like, why are you trying so hard? Jesus, looks like your fucking face is gonna explode.
Just breathe. Breathe.
Honestly,
shit's turning red. Breathe, homie.
But yeah, so they would go out and have these conversations out on the back porch and stuff. And the daughter, even, she's still alive to this day. She remembers Indrid bringing his kids, and they would like play together, and it was like normal. But yeah, like she said they were just like normal kids, but they didn't know anything about the things we had on this planet. Like she'd be showing them like toys.
Wait,
and
Indrid
games.
Cole was the alien?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
No, you're good.
I thought he was a person that was talking to an alien.
No. Indrid Cold was the alien.
That's
the name
crazy.
He went by. And yeah, his kids or whatever, like she was showing them stuff or whatever, you know, and stuff from this earth, basically, you know.
Was that a form they took on?
Yeah, the human form to not scare and to blend in. So
hard to move around in the daylight when you're a fucking alien and not a human,
right?
And or dog.
And I'm gonna finish it with this part because this part's the most terrifying part to me. Well, because the wife, we'll get to that actually. So Indrid was basically like, "You want to come see my planet?" And the guy was like, "Hell yeah," you know. So they flew, and he said it was about a 45-minute trip, basically. They were in this craft. Like, it didn't take long.
Damn.
And all of a sudden, they're on this planet, and they get out and stuff. And he's like, all right, just stick with us, you know. And they saw these other ones where their eyes looked way bigger and kind of, like, came back.
Like, curved back?
Curved back to, like, where your temples are, and that's where they ended. And basically, the man was like, what are those? And he's like, they're like us, but those are the ones that abduct humans. Ooh.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Then what the fuck was Indrid Cole? Oh, he wasn't abducting. He was just showing them.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the ones that abduct humans. Oof.
Ooh, yeah. He's like, just stay with us, basically. That's spooky.
That's sketchy as hell.
But the man basically said that this planet was very similar to Earth. Like he could like see things flying up in the air that resembled birds like we have. There were just random animals running around that were everything was like similar but off. It was like a dream.
Yeah. It was like almost too real. Mm-hmm. Or it was surreal, I guess.
Surreal, yeah.
Surreal.
Would be a good way to put it. But yeah, who knows? But the thing is, you know, and everybody doubts the story because it does sound like something out of a fucking sci-fi story book, whatever.
That's still sick as fuck.
But here's the deal. The wife for years said, no, this was bullshit. Daughter said it was real. From what she knew, she hung out with the little kids that Indrid brought with him. She, on her deathbed, came out and said, I lied, it was all real.
Yeah, she might have done that.
She changed her mind.
She might have done that in the last.
Yeah.
I bet Indrid Cole came back and went, you know it's real, bitch.
I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with Indrid Cold, why he never came back or what. But the other thing that was weird, and I wonder if there was like, because here's my other theory. He came back on his own, right? I feel like me and you can't go just fly to the moon with an airplane, right?
Yeah.
So you need higher quality shit. I'm guessing, here's the deal. In the same area at the exact same time, the Mothman sightings were happening.
Yeah.
I feel like some kind of wormhole or portal opened up on Earth that was close to his planet to get him through faster, easier than just straight shotting it.
Yeah. Like a war.
That was the only way he could have made it through, and that might be why he never showed up again.
This got really, really, really deep. Holy shit.
This is one I've thought of for a long time.
Yeah,
That's why
no,
I
can tell.
want to get into real detail about it, but we'll
Are we doing
space
lunch
it
after
out.
this?
Could.
We could.
Yeah.
I'm still fucking hungry.
Yeah.
Where you want to go?
Okay.
All right. We'll cut that piece out.
I don't care when leave it in.
Yeah.
I'm getting hungry too. I hear you.
You want a burger, tacos?
Burger, tacos. Burger would be good.
Burger? Like, are you thinking like Culver's or Wendy's?
So yeah, that's basically, I'm going to just leave that there for now. We'll probably do this story of Indrid Cold in the future.
Oh yeah.
Probably
yeah.
like
we're going to
10
dive deeper in
episodes
that
down or 20 episodes down.
next season.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. But I will say this. If there was ever a time for aliens to be like just apparent, I would assume would be this summer.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be one of the hottest summers we've had ever. And last year was one of the hottest summers we've ever had.
True.
That shit sucked. I got heat stroke in the middle of the fucking day.
Sweet.
Oh yeah. I was dying. It sucked.
Yeah, I bet, dude. Ugh.
Just sitting in my boss's pickup while we were fucking with the sprayer, dude, just trying to like downing bottles and bottles and bottles of water.
At that point, well, yeah, you know my situation. If it's at that point, I just go home. Fuck that. I'm not
I couldn't.
breaking my back over that bullshit.
I was running the spray tender. So my pickup wasn't anywhere near where we were.
Of course.
And I was in no condition to drive. So I just pulled up to the field. I was like, thank God we're chilling.
Yeah, no.
It took
I hear
45 minutes to get back to normal.
I've had those scenarios. The fucking AC in the tractor is like not working. And then you go outside to work on some shit and it's just like, ugh.
Then you get in, it's just stale.
But you think aliens are going to be popping up more?
I think this summer I can see it.
Yeah. Well, and you know, it's they always said like they don't want to give it out to the public because it will cause mass hysteria. I think we're a little fucking past that point now. Well, that's just my point.
Yeah. They already told the world that aliens are real. They already said that they're in the ocean.
I think more needs to come out about them though. Maybe I'm just being greedy. I don't know. But it feels like the shit they gave us, we already like had video or like shit of already. It was very similar to things we've already seen.
Yeah, it's like
it was cool watching those guys, those three dudes. Fuck, I should look up their names, but it was cool seeing them talk about their experiences and like their just whole everything they know about aliens and shit that they could talk about. Whoa, this is from 5 years ago. I just found this. It says I work at NASA. We made alien contact yesterday.
Yeah.
I can't. Do you want me to read this right now?
I mean, go for it. Yeah.
Okay. I can't tell you who I am, and I can't tell you the name of the program, but what I can tell you is that if what they say is true, we're in trouble.
Oh, shit.
Now, we didn't make contact in the way you would think we would. We didn't beam out of an episode of The Office to, oh, this is fucking stupid. And we found another way to communicate, something apparently ancient humans had figured out as well. There are countless dilapidated ancient structures around the world, and some of them, not all, but some, were communication arrays, at least a handful on each continent. I'm sure you'll be able to think of a few after I describe what we did. I'm going to save this, I think, because it's a lot. But whoa. And that was my theory on aliens, dude. Because if they did show up and help create the pyramids as some kind of a, either, like they say, communication device or charging station or whatever, I feel like you go back in those times and you know how they had all the ancient gods and stuff. I have a feeling the aliens showed up because they found their life was here. People started praising them and they were like, oh shit. And then they left because they were like, this ain't good.
Oh no.
We're their gods, you know. That would be scary. Imagine you find a fucking, it's like the Ewoks in Star Wars with C-3PO showing up and they all start praising him because he's like this golden figure, you know.
Yeah,
that would be like, oh shit, this is not good.
So we probably about to wrap it up.
You through everything you want to go through, or?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So all I know at the end of the day is this shit's bizarre, strange. I don't know anything about it, but I also feel like I know a lot about it. It's like, it could be the equivalent to like Star Wars lore. Maybe I just know a bunch of nonsense.
I just hope if we do get some sort of alien invasion, it's actual like little like it's humanoid size fucking aliens and not like Halo size aliens or 8-legged freaks, spider size. I don't want that.
Well, like I said, I think everything kind of works on the same basis, especially around us. I think maybe the further deep into space you go, probably way further than the aliens that we've come in contact with. I think everything kind of works on the same basis. So if they aren't further evolved than us, then they would have to be something different, you know?
Yeah.
But I feel like they'd be very similar, but not the same.
True.
But yeah, tall whites scare the shit out of me. I always have like these terrible ideas, you know, like
when you say tall whites, I think of the aliens from fucking Scary Movie 3.
Pretty much.
You should see how he pee. Fucking pulls his finger out. And like,
one's got his finger in the dude's mouth.
Yeah, dude. And the fucking president's like, maybe we're not so different after all. Nope.
Fuck it. Those movies are just
the worst. Scary Movies got to be some of the best series ever.
Yeah, man.
This is my strong hand.
I didn't like any of them.
No, you got
the first one's the only one I like.
I didn't like the first one at all.
Man, that's where we different.
It's because I don't like the Scream movies.
Oh well.
I was never big into the Scream movies.
I love them. They're my favorite.
I was bigger into the Resident Evil movies than anything.
True. Because
they were really coming out as I was growing up and becoming a preteen and then a teenager and then a fucking problem. Then a douchebag and now I'm here.
Yeah.
Now I'm a fucking hell of a person. Well, all right. No, I'm not going to say I'm a great person.
Yeah, I was going to say, chill out, Mr. fucking ego.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not the greatest person in the world, but I'm getting shit done.
Damn right.
That's all that counts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out here doing it.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think this is about time we wrap this Johnson up.
Yeah.
And we send her in the mail. This is, I'm Bryce. I'm here with Brett.
Yep.
This has been I Just Work Here podcast, episode 6.
Yeah, you guys go check out the fucking Instagram. It's @IJust_work here podcast on Instagram. Go check that out. There's an email below. That would be the I Just Work Here fanmail @gmail.com. Go check that shit out. Send us an email. Send us whatever you want. If you got episode suggestion ideas, if you got a story you want to tell us, send those down there. And I think that's it on my part.
Yes, sir. We'll see you, gentlemen. We'll see you, sexy motherfuckers, in episode 7.
Peace.
Peace. Anyway, how the fuck do we get off topic for about aliens? Because I'm pretty sure it lasts like 5 minutes.
It's been happening a lot, but it's fine.
Yeah.
We got a lot recorded so far, so
Yeah, we got almost an hour.
over an hour.
Oh, really? How much?
104.
Oh, not bad, not bad.
Yeah.
Got about another 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we can do that. So I want to ask, how do you feel? You brought up the Alien versus Predator movies earlier.
Yeah.
How would you feel if we got an illegal immigrant to track down a child predator and bring him in? And if he does successfully, he earns his citizenship. And we'll call it Alien versus Predator.
It's like fucking the new Chris Hansen show that failed. It's like, oh, what the dude, that I would tune in for that.
Fuck yeah.
NBC, hit us up.
Yo,
We got a new idea. Dateline.
Citizenship series.
You're still getting vetted. I don't give a shit.
You're still getting vetted, period.
But it would be cool.
That would be pretty sick.
I'd watch that.
That's like those stupid jokes you hear, like, hey, would you rather be trapped in a mall with a dozen black mambas or one silverback gorilla? And I'm like, the fucking gorilla, dude? Every day. Every day I'll take the gorilla.
Yeah.
Fuck snakes.
No,
Good. I'm good. And the black mamba is most deadly. So I'm good, bro.
that's fair. But gorilla just send you through a store.
That's fine.
Knock over like 8 clothing racks.
It's immediately not my problem. As soon as I'm hit once, dude, that thing's got enough power to kill me in one hit.
Oh, that's true.
It's immediately not my fucking problem ever again. But if I get hit by it, or if I get bit by a black mamba, it hurts the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that would be that's my worst fear coming alive. Would be getting fucking bit by a snake that's killing me. And I'm like, well, you know what I'd do? I'd probably just pull out a cigarette and try and burn one as fast as I can before I die.
Yeah. I think it'd be like, oh, do you ever see that fucking, oh, maybe it was on Steve-O's like thing, but they put anesthesia in him and he was riding a bike while it was going into him.
What the fuck does this have to do with what
And he had a sketchy motherfucker do it that was all like covered up because it was like, this is highly illegal. And it was bad because like all of a sudden he couldn't feel his fucking, I think it was his upper torso. They said if that kicks in, then you could like die.
Yeah.
And that started happening.
I'd rather fight a silverback gorilla bare knuckle boxing than do some dumb shit like that. Like, I'm proud of Steve-O for being oh no, fuck that. I'd rather just die. If I'm going to gamble with my life, I'm going to gamble hard, all in or nothing.
That is true because the last fucking 20 minutes is you going, well, I'm dying. This is fun. It's kind of like the snake scenario. So yeah, no, I hear you.
And it's a slow, painful death and it hurts the whole fucking time. I'm good. Silverback gorilla, 1-2 hits. I'm good.
Yeah.
Because I'm already seeing God.
Yeah.
I'm checked into the hotel. We're good.
Well, it's wild I'm bringing this back up, but Wild Boys, they were in the jungle. All of a sudden, a silverback just charges through the like brush right near them. I'm
just
like,
ripping right in between them.
and they're just standing there like, holy shit. Like,
And it was big, dude.
yes, it just mowed that, all that growth.
Vegetation,
Yeah.
just done. The guy's like, oh, hey. It's
That's
like your
what we
dog
do.
when your dog's pacing in front of the door, bro. That's what gorilla was doing. He's like,
real.
what the fuck you doing,
Oh
dog?
yeah, he was. He was
Yeah.
like, "Why the fuck you here?" Yeah, dude, we should act. That would be a good idea. We get a bunch of them. They mow over the crop circles. Aliens, silverback gorilla. Hear me out.
All right, hot take for sure, dude.
Is it? I'm just saying we could.
We did full circle it right there. I'm not gonna lie.
Fake some fucking alien shit there.
I'm not gonna take the chance of fucking with a silverback gorilla over aliens. I don't know what aliens will do to me. I know what a silverback gorilla will do to me.
That's fair.
But either way, it would suck the whole time. But
Yeah.
with aliens, I mean,
Creep Gang.